Welcome inside Burns Arena on the campus of Utah Tech University here in St. George, Utah. We are moments away, 13 minutes from tip-off. Utah Tech and the Idaho Vandals. Hi there, everybody. Rod Zundel here, along with Mike Olson. This is Trailblazer tip-off. And Mike, both teams coming in feeling pretty good about themselves. Utah Tech 5-3. They have won 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5. The Vandals have won 2 in a row, and 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, both teams are coming in hot, Rod. It's going to be an exciting game.
For Utah Tech, they came away with a huge win on the road at Cal Baptist. First time in the NCAA era that they are 2-0 in conference play.
What a great rivalry. Those games have always been electric, and to pick up a road win in the WAC is great coming into the break.
And when you go back to Wednesday night's win at Cal Baptist, you have to talk about Beon Riley. First year in a Trailblazer uniform, and he's been Mr. Consistent.
He's been great, and that second half was amazing for Beon Riley, who went 8 for 10 from the field, did not miss a shot from the three-point line, and iced it from the free throw line where he didn't miss.
And he had a big free throw as well, or free throws and a three-pointer down the stretch as well. And he took it inside and was strong and also outside. He had a career-high 21 points for Beon Riley. So they're going to need more of that if they want to continue their winning ways. And in the last 3 wins in this 3-game winning streak, Beon has averaged 16 points a game, so he's doing even better. Now, when you also go back to last Wednesday night's game, you have to think about Ahmed Oliinka coming off the bench with Tanner Christensen in foul trouble. He had a career night, career high in minutes with 20 minutes last Wednesday night. He had a career high 11 points. He had 5 rebounds and 3 blocks. He was a spark plug. Had a chance to talk to Ahmed on his breaking out game, his coming out party, and he was all smiles.
Oliinka hammers it down. Oliinka hammer dunk on the reverse.
Felt really good because the coaches I went in the film with the coaches. They told me keep going at it, keep looking, learning from my mistakes, keep talking, and then all the little stuff added up for a good game. So me listening and seeing that progress work, it felt really good.
Puts up the shot, blocked by Oliinka.
And in the first month of the season, it seemed like you were just on the verge of breaking through, but foul trouble or something happened and you weren't able to get that time, and now you are.
For me, it was just being disciplined because I would be jumping too much at pump fakes because I know I'm a good shot blocker. And for me, just staying disciplined and with the course, and then throughout that helped me get my minutes more and get everything else up.
Puts up the reverse, good. Ahmed Oliinka.
How do you think that game against Cal Baptist will affect you and your confidence level going forward, and also the confidence level in the coaches for you?
I'm just trying to keep through it, not think too much of it, and play every game the same way with the same routine, with the same focus.
Was it difficult working hard in practice every day and not be able to stay on the floor until the game against Baptist?
Not really, because I knew my teammates had my back, my coaches had my back, so it wasn't really be like I'm not playing. It's just that I need to focus on the things I'm making mistakes in to play more.
Oliinka hammers it down, count it.
How much fun was it to go in for that one-handed dunk?
It was fun.
That rim is still shaking.
My teammates got hyped, my coaches got hyped. It was fun.
Oliinka hammers it away.
What do you take more pride in, something like that dunk or all those blocks?
I think blocks, because like I'm stopping them from scoring. Scoring is gonna happen whether I'm not scoring or my teammates are scoring, but me stopping them scoring is like that's me helping my team in a different way than everyone else can.
Now, Coach Judkins has been waiting for Hamed to have a game like that because when he gets on the floor, he's not able to stay there because of either foul trouble or a little bit lost, but he put it all together on Wednesday night at Cal Baptist.
In a big way. I mean, that dunk was electric. It's still showing up on my social media feeds to this day. I mean, what a great game for Hamed, and look for him to do some special things tonight.
Yeah, and he even said it, he knew that he had it. He just had to control himself a little bit because he got caught up in all the pump fakes because he said he knows he's a good shot blocker. And they're going to need bench play, especially tonight against the Vandals. The Vandals, 29 points a game off the bench. That's number 1 in the Big Sky, and that's 46th in the nation. So they've got great bench play, and if Tanner gets in foul trouble or if they're going to need a spark off the bench, Hamed's going to be that guy.
Yeah, he has to be that spark plug. He's got to be that guy coming off the bench to see if he can put together 2 games back-to-back.
Okay, we are about 8 minutes away from tip-off. Utah Tech and the Idaho Vandals. Utah Tech looking for their 4th straight win. The Vandals looking for their 3rd straight win. We'll get the final word and final thoughts from head coach John Judkins when we come back.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
Welcome back inside Burns Arena here in St. George, Utah. We are just a little over 5 minutes away from tip-off. Utah Tech and the Idaho Vandals. Rod Zundel along with Mike Olson. And Mike, when you look at a common opponent, there's only one, and that is Washington State. Trailblazers had their difficulties in Pullman. They lost by 50. Idaho lost to Washington State by 24. Is that any indication? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think that game for both of these teams was just it was early in the season, and they're a much different team today than they were back when they played Washington State. Both these teams, we talked about it earlier, they're riding a small win streak. It's going to come down to who extends that streak.
All right, so it's time now for the final word from the head coach, John Judkins. Here he is talking about that big win at Cal Baptist and looking ahead tonight with the Idaho Vandals. Here's Coach Juddy. Here we go. Ball game right here. 3-point Utah Tech lead. Corner, 3 ball, blocked by Noah Gunthal. Blocked, the game is over. Coach, just talk about the emotional level and the confidence now you have after that game at Cal Baptist to go 2-0.
Well, that was a big win for us. Anytime you can get a win on the road, it's huge, especially a WAC conference game. So, we were happy with that. Didn't like how we let them back in the game, but, we're still early. We're still learning. We're still getting better. So a win's a win. We come out with it. We felt good about how we played. Just wish we would have finished a little bit better. But now those two WAC games are over. Now we got to get ready for some other opponents that are really good.
You learned something about yourself and your team, did you not? Because you had some guys that stepped up and then also fought back after Cal Baptist made a run.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, Larry had a good game. I thought UU played well offensively, stat-wise. Turnovers, he had a couple of turnovers that he didn't need. But, again, when someone's not playing well or someone gets in foul trouble or someone maybe is injured, next man up is what we call it. And I thought Larry did a really good job of that with Tanner. And, but like you said, they didn't panic. That's the thing I didn't like about when they caught up. Our guys didn't panic. They kept doing the things that we asked them to do and get stops, number one, but also offensively. Just wish we could have got to the foul line a little bit more. That's one thing that could have helped us keep that lead.
Is that one thing that you want to try to accomplish tonight against Idaho, is being more physical and getting to the line?
Yeah, we got to be more aggressive when we drive. We got to be, expect contact. Don't think the refs are going to call everything. Just expect it and play through it, and then let the refs do their job. But we got to do a better job of that. And then defensively, we just got to continue to keep them off the glass because they're a very good offensive rebounding team.
Now, Mike, you've been around Juddy a long time. You've coached with him. He's trying to play it cool, but he's excited about what he's got this year.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got to, when you think about it, this is a team that was picked last in the WAC, and they've got everybody's attention. That game against California Baptist and that win here against Utah Valley has really set the stage for this Trailblazer run.
All right, your keys to tonight's game, and I know it's going to start with the guard line.
Oh, absolutely. When you look at these guard lines, both guards, they bring a lot of depth. And when you look
Daker and Menace, they combined for 42 points in their last win against Pacific, 13 of 19 shooting.
Yeah, that's a great shot percentage, right? When you look at them leading with 42 points, you're going to think that they take a lot of shots. They take a lot of quality shots, and they've done great. And
the three-point shooting percentage for the Vandals is not very good, 33% compared to 38 for Utah Tech, but they hit 8 to 9 three-pointers a game compared to only about 6.5 threes a game for Utah Tech.
This is a Vandals team that can shoot it, but on the other end, this is a Utah Tech team that can defend that three-point line. The last 3 games, Rod, they've held their opponents 15 to 63. That's 24% from downtown.
And they've also held around 35% from the floor the last 3 wins. And Juddy's been saying this even when they lost a couple of those games on the road. He said, when we play defense and when we have energy on the defensive end, we're a pretty good team. Well, they've shown that in the first 2 games in the WAC with the win here against Utah Valley and then on the road Wednesday against Cal Baptist.
Yeah, well, this is a Trailblazer team that wants to get out and run. That transition game is pretty strong, and it all starts with defense.
Okay, we are about ready for tip-off. You can hear the game over on the Fan Sports Radio Network. And then after the game, come on back to Trailblazer Sports Vision. We will have the post-game report. Utah Tech and the Idaho Vandals coming up next.